Okay, morning guys. Today we're going to have some quail eggs and quail bits and pieces for breakfast. What we have here is the egg scissors. These are for opening quail eggs. If you never had quail eggs, they're really hard to open. You can't really crack it like a chicken egg. You can, but it ends up being a mess. So how this thing works, it's like a cigar opener. You cut the end off a cigar if you smoke cigars. Actually, these same scissors are sold for that. They're very, very easy to do when you do it this way. I have read that 6 quail eggs equals 1 large chicken egg. You still get a little bit of shell in there, but not much. A little bit's not gonna kill you. And there they are, a dozen quail eggs. Might be a little bit of shell in there. That's alright. That would give the food police something to complain about. We normally boil the quail eggs. At least 90% of them we've boiled. And of course I had to break the yolk on a couple. Lots of turmeric, keep things looking yellow. Purple rice. I'll explain that later. How did your rice get purple? Now the bits and pieces. Look at this. Baby quail egg. This is the heart, liver, and gizzards. That's about 10, from about 10 birds I would say there. It's really small. The heart and liver is easy enough to get, but the gizzards are a lot of work. Clean all those little gizzards. They're delicious. Seasoning salt. It's mostly garlic and white pepper. See them jump. You gotta be careful with these. They jump right out of the pan. Okay, here it is. Now this should go without saying. But this is not an how-to video, but I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I did it wrong. And no, I didn't use too much salt. Oh, look at these eggs. These are beautiful. Not very often we fry quail eggs, that's for sure. Whoa, look at that, huh? Huh. The yolk on a quail egg is creamy like a turkey egg. Oh, that's really good. The heart, liver, gizzard. Like, I'm sure most people throw this away. Like, it's really, really small. Oh, look. From 10 birds, I got breakfast. A really, really good breakfast. As you can see, we don't eat many bacon and eggs around here. Got some liver. Liver, heart, rice, and eggs. Man, that's good. Oh, that's really, really good. Freaking amazing. Again, everything here is homegrown. Got a purple rice. What this is regular jasmine rice. And it's got black sticky rice added to it. It's only like a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons per rice cooker full of rice. And what that does, it changes the color of the rice. It breaks it up so it's not just a plate full of white rice. Looks cool. It's not something we grew, but we traded for it. This rice is a lot more expensive than sticky rice, or than the regular rice. So the wife traded a bag of jasmine rice, a bag of sticky rice, for a bag of this purple rice. Now there's enough purple rice or black rice or whatever it is. It lasts us for years if we don't give it away. But we'll be sharing it, no doubt about that. We always do. There's lots of these purple rice, black rice, colored rice, mixed colored ones around now. This here is soon to be eggs. For those who don't know, every chicken or any bird is born with all the eggs they're ever going to lay. And this is what it looks like. All these little dots right here are future eggs. This is the biggest one, so that would be the one that was going to be laid first. This was a young bird, so that would have been her first egg. I tell you, this is freaking delicious. I think everybody should raise quail. They're so easy to raise, take up very little space. Even the way I do it, I use a lot more space than normal. The downside is they don't hatch their own eggs. They never go broody. But if you got an incubator and a dozen good layers, you're going to have a lot of baby quail. A lot of good food. Well, it's delicious. Man, I tell you what. This is a lot better than the Egg McMuffin or the bowl of cereal you had today. I keep getting comments about my food being dirty. I don't know why people think my food is so dirty. Because it's not. The one thing it is fresh. And I know where it came from. Everything on this plate has only ever been touched by, except for the purple rice, by 2 people. Me and my wife. Especially the quail. We collect the quail eggs, we put them in the incubator, we hatched them out, we took care of the babies, and I butchered them and cooked it. 2 people. You can't say that about anything else. Anything you buy in the store, it's handled by hundreds of people. And there's no salmonella recalls in my house, that's for sure. That would be a bad day. But for some reason, people are scared of homegrown food. They think it's dirty. Man, that's good. That's delicious, is what it is. The gizzard is normally really chewy. And this one's got a little bit of a chew to it. But because they're so small, Very good. Wow. I tell you what, guys. This is the breakfast of champions. And I am a champion. Nah, not really. Not a champion. Just a guy who likes good food. Oh, and all the yellow. That's homegrown turmeric. Use turmeric more and more all the time. Put it in everything now. Turmeric powder. I preserved it 2 ways, and I have a little bit of fresh stuff, but the powder is pretty much all we use. The frozen stuff, I put it in curries or stew. I put the powder in everything. The powder is so much easier to work with. I don't think I'll be freezing it again. Oh, look at that. Finished. He's not too happy. I didn't feed him. Sorry, buddy. I'll get you something. The dog don't like dog food, which is not a big deal. I don't like giving it to him. With all the talk about what dogs can eat lately and what they can't eat, I've been thinking about what's actually in dog food. And I have no idea what's in it. So that's a problem. You know, my last dog died of cancer. Is that related to the food or not? Hard to say. So if this one don't want to eat dog food, I'm okay with it. It gets a little bit. Normally mixed in with something else, but he eats mostly what we're eating. Today I'll be giving him some soup. Soup with rice. Mostly rice. Alright guys, so I guess that's it. Time to go start the day. Well, I've already done an hour's worth of work, but let's go figure out what I'm going to do next. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. Cool flower, huh? Anyone know what kind of flower that is? I bet someone does.